Hey, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. So, in a lot of places, I don't know actually about the rest of the world, but in Alberta, where I'm from, and I think even here in British Columbia, where I am right now, it's we calling this it's a day off, and we're calling it Family Day, and so here we are on Family Day, and I was thinking I'm visiting my brother in Campbell River, and he's clearly family, and we've known each other for long, a long time, 60 some years, and we've had our ups and downs for sure, and but my message today, for all of us, and the recovery community who I think I end up speaking to a lot, uh, um, sometimes has trouble with family, and often we're estranged from family. Bobby and I, my brother and I, have been a few times in our life where we were just pissed at each other and didn't talk. But never ever didn't love each other and care for each other. We don't have to say it a lot, although we do. Uh, we're on the phone. We always finish our conversations with "love you," and and so my message today is it doesn't really matter where they are, what they're doing, whether they're in our recovery community to have a brother or son or in jail is not that uncommon. It doesn't matter if they're actually even gone, if they've left the planet, they've you know selfishly taking their lives or overdosed. Um, my message is to just love them. It doesn't matter if they've stolen your car or your credit card or whatever they did. Just love them. Doesn't matter if they're not paying their alimony or their child support to your daughter or your son. Just love them, their family. So that's my message today. You know, the only thing I think that heals all of the splits and the separation for all of us is love. So we could expand that from, our blood family to our in all of our in-laws to all of our relations to, all of our ancestors, even if they're not here. Just love them. Just imagine that. What if your MO, your code of conduct was that you were loving all? You know, imagine. Free of judgment, just love them. So that's my message for today. And, you know, all of us recognize that, we have people in our lives that we call family who, are neither blood nor relation. And we've expanded our circle. We've said, that guy's family. He's even though he in many ways he wouldn't be considered family, or she that gal is family, even though we would in many ways not consider them family. Just recognize that um, um, if they're family, that the possibility is that we can all be family, and we can just love them all. So that's my message today. You know, no matter what's happened, what people have done or haven't done, just love them. Whether they're you immediately think of them as family or not. So that's the message. Love them no matter what they've done or haven't done. All right. All right. So how this all started months ago was I was reading this little book. I'm going to read it again today. We're motoring through this book now. We're well into months and months and months of it. We started the 1st of May, and then it kind of expanded into doing a little bit of a chat, like I just did, that, I sit down sometimes, I have no idea where it's going to come from. And we've kind of been growing a little Facebook or YouTube channel. I love you to go to my YouTube and make a comment on that, right? And family just the same. That's right. Jason said family just the same. And today is the 15th of February. And I'm going to see if I can find that date in my little book here. And we're going to read. And this book was written in 1954. It's called the 24-Hour Day Book, and it was written at the time, for the 12-step or the AA program at the time, because there was no NA or CA, but wherever it talks about drinking here, you replace it with using, or think of it as, what is it? What your addiction is? If it might, and I don't care. If it's food, if it's sex, if it's porn, if it's Facebook, wherever we go to escape, to numb out, to, the, I mean, the whole process is building a life where we're present and where we recognize that there's nothing missing, there's no desire. We can just be here now. And it doesn't mean that we don't get up in the morning and go to work, but it does mean that we accept our lives in each moment, life on life's terms. Okay, February 15th, thought for the day. If alcoholism was just a physical allergy, like asthma or hay fever, it would be easy for us by taking a skin test with alcohol to find out whether or not we're alcoholic. But alcoholism is not just a physical allergy. It's also a mental allergy or obsession. After we've become alcoholics, we can still tolerate alcohol physically for quite a while, although we suffer a little more after each binge, and each time it takes a little longer to get over our hangovers. Do I realize that since I have become an alcoholic, I cannot tolerate alcohol mentally at all? Yes. So, it's one of those things that there's no going back. When we become alcoholic, we're like men who have lost their legs, it says in the book. We're not growing new ones. Many people have discovered that by, being clean and sober, being not drinking for, you know, X amount of months or years, deciding, well, I should be able to now. And then they realize that they can't, because the trouble is that many of them who decide that, they go back out. We call it going back out. They go back out and they don't get back. It's the prognosis is not good. It's a terrible disease because most people never recover. They never get recovery. Recovery is such a gift for those of us that have got it. That we realize how special, not all special, but how blessed we are to have recovery from this disease and have even the ability to be here on a family day and share love. I would say get on the phone today and call family, close or not so close, or people we consider family, or just and tell them you love them. Hey, love you, and just feel it. Be vulnerable. Don't ask for anything. Just say love you. Just thought I'd call you to tell you I love you. Thinking of you, and yeah, and if they then listen. Listening is loving. Then listen. Right? Okay. Meditation for the day. The world, it says, does not need supermen, but supernatural men. The world does not need supermen. It needs supernatural men. Isn't that funny? Because he probably would have written this before, Superman was ever invited, ever came along. Look, my little backdrop fell down. Here we go. Men who will persistently turn the self out of their lives and let divine power work through them. Men who will persistently turn the self out of their lives and let divine power work through them are supernatural men. Let inspiration take the place of aspiration. Seek to grow spiritually rather than to acquire fame and riches. Our chief ambition should be to be used by God. Our chief ambition should be to be used by God. Isn't that a great? The divine force is sufficient for all the spiritual work in the world. God only needs the instruments for him to use. His instruments can remake the world. We're on the mission, baby. And we're working in the field of recovery and the selfishness, really, and self-centeredness of the alcoholic and the addict. The only way out is with this spiritual path. I pray that I may be an instrument, it says, the prayer for the day. I pray that I may be an instrument of the divine power. I pray that I may do my share in remaking the world. Yes. Okay. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So my message again today was just family day, family love. Be that love, right? And share that love. And it doesn't matter what they've done or haven't done. Be that love. Hey, Mary Lou. Hey, Jason. So we're going to do a little meditation. And the whole deal with this, call it sitting, call it meditation. I'd like you to join me for, it's only going to be 3 or 4 minutes, but I'd love you to join me for this. And we'll just drop in, kind of close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes, but if you'd like to, close your eyes. Sitting comfortably is good. It doesn't matter also, like, if you can't find a really quiet spot, we'll just include the sounds, okay? Just include them. They're just part of what is. And as you drop in, we're going to focus on, love. If we're to focus anywhere, focus on love and gratitude. Thank you, my Maker. Thank you, dear God, for my family, for all the folks in my life that I know and that I love, and all the folks in my life that I don't know and that I love. Allow me to be, a vision of your love, our love. We are love. No separation. We are love. Imagine that. So just use your breath to drop in. Just be here now. Just be here now. If thoughts come up, just gently let them go. Sometimes letting them go is actually just not attaching to them, not identifying with them, not identifying with anything. Just being here in this space, in this moment. No past, no future. Nothing's right, nothing's wrong, nothing's good, nothing's bad. It's just here in this middle space, in this now, in this breath. No next, no plan. Just be here now, in the breath. We're just going to sit quietly now for a couple of minutes. Hmm. Okay, we'll just come back when you're ready. Beautiful. Thank you. Again, I just want to reiterate my message. And by the way, if you're meditating and you feel like staying in this, just be, and it don't have to come out now. Just stay there as long as you like. I just want to share that my message is on Family Day in Alberta, and I think also in British Columbia, is a message of love. Just consciously share your love with those, even if you can't speak to them. Just think of them and send them love. You know, if they've done something, or they're alcoholic and addict, and you can't have them in your life, that's okay. Just send them love. Not needing anything from them, just send them love. Love is healing. And you like the feeling of sending love to people even without, speaking to them. Make a list. And every day, take out your list and just spend a few seconds with each one, sending them love. Every day, sending love. It creates a circle of love. It's a beautiful way. So I'm sending you all my love in this moment. Thank you. Thank you for being my family extended. Okay. Love you guys.